All right, guys, back with another video. Today I want to talk about these gurus online, TikTok and Instagram, where they're going to take a blood glucose monitoring patch, put it on their arm, and then they're going to test certain foods and show you what the response is to their blood sugar. And I'm going to tell you why this is disingenuous, it's misleading, and it's completely irrelevant in this grand scheme of things of how food works in the body. Number one, all of these guys always have a mono meal. It's usually a white rice by itself, brown rice by itself. They never do it in a conjunction of a meal. They always do one simple food by itself. And nobody eats white rice all by itself. Nobody eats brown rice by itself. So the problem is if you're going to test your blood sugar response on just 1 cup of white rice, that means nothing because nobody eats it that way. Most people eat rice with shrimp or chicken and some vegetables and maybe a soy sauce or some other type of sauce that's going to be on top. So it doesn't mean anything for you to test 1 cup of white rice and tell me what your blood sugar response is. It means zero. The second thing that these guys all do is all of these people that do this already eat a fatty diet. They already eat 30 to 40, maybe 50% of their diet is already fat filled. They're already eating eggs, they're already eating chicken and salmon and cheese and dairy and milk. They're already eating those things. So of course they're going to have a problem processing normal carbohydrates like potatoes and white rice and brown rice. Of course they're going to have a problem because they have a system that's compromised from eating the fatty foods that are contributing to the body not being able to handle normal glucose response to normal foods like potatoes, rice, bananas, dates, raisins, and these types of things, and fruit. Fruit is another one they always like to demonize in these videos. The third problem I have with these videos is nobody thinks that fast food and that processed food is a good thing. But they will always take food like pizza or French fries or chips, and they'll say, I'm going to eat these chips or I'm going to eat this pizza and I'm going to show you what it does to my blood sugar response on this constant glucose monitoring patch right here. The problem with that is those are fatty foods. They're trying to make it out to be like this is the carbohydrates in pizza. Pizza has way more fat in it than it has carbohydrates in it. So you can't say that this is what carbohydrates do to your blood sugar when you're eating it in a package that has a lot of fat in it. If you want to have normal blood sugar response to food, carbohydrates, fruit, and other foods that you eat, if you want to have a normal blood sugar response, and you don't want to have sugar spikes in your blood response to eating carbohydrates, well, you have to cut your fat. Because it is the fat that's causing your problem with processing carbohydrates. This is why people that go on a ketogenic diet, they drop their carbs, they start feeling pretty good, and then they introduce a little bit of carbs back to the system, and their system goes haywire. And they feel a sugar spike, they feel lightheaded, they have all these problems, and they're like, oh, there's darn carbs. No, it's not the carbs. It's because you're eating a high-fat diet. Cut your fat to 10 to 15% of calories, and you will never have diabetes, you will never have prediabetes, and you'll never have a problem with blood sugar spikes. That's what you have to do. Cut the fat, not the carbs. Don't listen to these constant glucose monitoring gurus. None of it means anything in the grand scheme of how food works. Food doesn't come all by itself. It comes in a package. And if you eat a package of food that has carbohydrates and protein and a lot of fat in it, you're going to have a problem processing the carbohydrate load in that meal. That's my tip for today. We'll see you guys soon.